All right, Bailey, we're live.
All right. I'm so nervous.
Bailey Brothers.
Hello. Do I like say hi?
Yeah, say hi to the audience. So, are you from the area?
New Bethlehem.
New Bethlehem.
Yep, born and raised.
Your entire life.
Entire life.
How was it growing up around here?
I mean, I don't mind it. It is what you make it. I feel like I had fun growing up.
Was it like, where did you live? Did you live like where you had few neighbors or?
No, I live like out in the middle of nowhere. So like outside of New Bethlehem. It's actually Mayport where I grew up. So it's like 10 miles outside of New Bethlehem, but not much like houses or anything.
So did you guys have like a farm or something or?
My family has a farm, like my grandparents. We didn't live on the farm, but like my grandparents have a farm, so. Yeah.
So were there sports to play around there or?
Yeah, I mean, Red Bank, everything that they have to offer, so.
Did you play sports growing up?
I played volleyball for a little bit, so. I mean, not anything
Like when did you start?
I played like 7th and 8th grade, and that was about it.
That's it? No sports in high school?
No, I actually finished high school online, like cyber school type deal, so I didn't play any sports then, so.
How was that experience? Was it easier, or?
I mean, it was okay. It was good.
You just did high school at home?
Yeah.
Like your parents helped you?
Yeah. Yep.
So was it like homeschool or different?
And it was like a cyber school, like an online type thing.
I didn't know that was an option for.
Yeah.
Why do you do that?
I don't know. I just thought, I knew when I was younger, I went to cosmetology school straight out of high school. So I was like, I know that's what I want to do. So I finished up a little bit earlier. You kind of work at your own pace type thing. Mm-hmm. So I finished up a little bit earlier and then went straight to cosmetology school from there. So, and now I don't do hair. So.
When did you know you wanted to do hair?
I don't know. It's just something that I liked doing when I was younger, and so I was like, that sounds like a good option. I mean, I still like doing it. It's just not my passion.
So you graduate high school and cosmetology school is 2 years, right?
What was it? 10 months. It's like a 10 month program. Yeah, I feel like it. Yeah, it was under a year, I believe.
What do you do there? Do you learn what do you learn?
Yeah, you just you start out, there's 3 levels. It's the basics, and then there's the mid-level, and then there's the final level where you're working on a salon floor basically. It's called clinic, so people you could go in and get your hair cut, and obviously it's by students, so it's really cheap. You're not paying them. Right. It's just paying for the materials basically. So yeah, you just did that, and then from there I worked at a salon in New Bethlehem straight out of cosmetology school.
So you were 20 cutting hair or doing hair?
I was 18.
So when you went to cosmetology school, when you started out, do you start out with real hair? How do they
You start out with mannequin heads. So you have a bunch of mannequin heads, and then you learn from there, and then a lot of the practice is done with the other students. You have some crazy hair during cosmetology school, but
do you just bring in people who trust you, when you want to practice?
Yeah. I mean, probably the first person who trusted me was my mom. She was always my guinea pig. So, and then my sister probably not so willingly, but it happened.
Oh my gosh. How many years were you doing hair for?
I did hair for probably 2 or 3 years. And then I got pregnant with my daughter, so I stayed home with her and did hair just a little bit, and then that's when I started doing pictures, is when she was born, because I was I gotta take pictures of everything, So
what got you into photography?
Probably having my daughter, just wanting to capture everything, and then after I realized that I liked it, I started out with the good old Canon Rebel T3, and then realized that I just really liked it and had a passion for it, and I have a huge family, so I was always somebody would get engaged, and I'm hey, let me do your engagement pictures, no cost, you can still go pay somebody for them, but let me practice. So that's kind of how I started, is just asking my family, hey, can I take pictures for you? And then eventually, like, with Facebook, had some people reach out to me and be like, hey, can you do our pictures? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, well, what do you charge? And it's like, nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, whatever.
Starting in photography is, like, intimidating because, like,
so
you don't want to charge anyone.
No, exactly. And then even as you do, like, get into it more, it's still, like, you feel like, I don't know, like, I always feel like an imposter. Like, I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I know what I'm doing, but then, like, when you're in, like, doing it, and then it's like, oh my gosh, like, I'm just a big fake. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I do, like, I play, like, the comparison game a lot because I follow these great photographers.
Yes.
And then, like Mariah Triber, I think she's all, do you know who she is? She's out of Pittsburgh.
No, I don't know who that is. I'll have to, like, look
and
her up.
Ashley Sarah.
Okay.
But, like, I don't know. Even now, I never know. I still kind of don't know what to charge people.
I'm
I
the
feel
same
like I'm
way.
getting better, but then I'm like, do I want to raise our prices?
Right?
Because I don't have the clientele.
But, and then it's like, and you feel like you do get some people that, like, come to you, and then it's like, well, what if I raise my prices? And it's like, done. Like, no more. But I feel like my, like, opinion is, I want people who want my style. You know what I mean? Like, I don't necessarily want, like, somebody who's just looking for the best deal. Like, oh, you charge $50 for a session. Like, that's who we'll go with. Like, I want you to come to me because you like my style, you like me, that kind of thing. So that's kind of where I've gotten a little more confident, like, not super confident in my pricing. Like, I'm still, like, even when people, like I have my prices set and people will be like, okay, what do we owe you? And I'm like, well, you know, if that works for you. Like, you know, like, no confidence whatsoever.
Yeah.
All goes out the window.
No, yeah, for real, because, what was I going to say? Yeah, with pricing, it's hard, because, like, you can feel like, but, like, when it comes to getting clients, like, you only want certain clients.
Yes.
Like, I aim for, like, the younger clients
right.
who are getting engaged, and, like,
yeah,
that's all I really want to do.
Right.
And if you start doing things you don't want to do, then you lose the happiness.
It definitely. I feel that for sure. Like, I love, like, family photography and, like, but I like couples too. Weddings stress me out. I mean, I love them, but they're super stressful. Do you do much wedding photography?
Yeah, I have. I'm doing videography. I got 2 this year.
That's awesome.
It's scary.
Yeah. No, that's great. People are always looking for videographers, so.
June 6th, I have one, and July 11th. You know Brock Zarko, you're from around here?
Yeah, I mean, I know who he is. I'm not, like,
his wedding.
super familiar, but yeah.
I'm doing his wedding, and then there's this older couple from Maryland I've had booked for 2 years, but COVID messed them up. And who else do I have? I did one engagement shoot. They haven't followed up, and then another videography one in October.
Oh, that's awesome.
What do you have this summer?
I have, coming up this year, I think I have 8 weddings this year coming up. Yeah, and, like, that's, I don't want any more because it just, like, last year I had, like, 4 in October, like, back to back, and I was like, oh my gosh.
that probably took up a lot of your time.
Yeah, and I love it, but, like, it is just, like, a super stressful day for everybody, I feel like. So my, like, dream is to do, like, elopements, like, people to hire me to, like, fly me all over the place and, like, do elopements.
What is an elopement exactly?
Basically just, like, destination. So my understanding of it is, like, you say you want to get married, like, say you live in Clarion, but you and, like, your fiance want to go get married, and you're just going to go, like, to some random, like, beautiful place, and then it's just going to be, like, you guys and a couple friends or something like that. So it's, like, super intimate and not, like, the big, like, full production of the whole wedding day. So that's, like, my dream, to be just, like, doing elopements.
Yeah, it sort of saves you money with, like, as a couple.
Right, yeah.
And you can invest in a photographer.
Definitely. I feel like that for sure. Because I feel like, you know, like, Pinterest, like, you got, like, all these Pinterest-worthy, like, pictures, but, like, around here, like, not that you can't get good pictures, but it's, like, you obviously aren't going to have, like, a beautiful, like, national park. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I guess it's all in what you want type thing.
I do want to travel with my photography. Yeah. I just don't know how much.
I'm actually going to Utah in May, like, for a workshop type thing. Have you ever done one of those before?
No.
No, like, I'm super nervous about it. I'm nervous about everything, but it's, like, an investment just to, like, there's this photographer out there, and she's hosting this, like, it's called like content days, so, like, you're just shooting for, like, content, but she's, like, a super known, like, elopement photographer, and So we're going, like, I'm flying to Utah and doing that. So I'm super excited about that.
How long is that for?
It's just 3 days. So it's like 2 sunrise sessions and 2 sunset sessions. So yeah, I mean, you should definitely do something like that.
I would love to do one of those because I just want to learn from like the best.
That's how I feel. I'm like, I want to just like, I feel like people don't realize how much education that you have to put into photography, like to be like competitive with, not competitive, but like be where you want to be with it, I guess. So.
Because I feel like I've declined in my photography.
Oh, I love your stuff. I think it's so good.
Yeah, I feel like the way I edit is just weird.
I like it because I think it's like natural. Like it's not like too much. You know what I mean? Like I like a little bit of editing, but some of these pictures, like I don't want to mess around with Photoshop. Like I don't do Photoshop. I don't know if you.
I don't even have the app on here.
No, like it's in like some photographers, you know, like they're photoshopping and like it's like an hour process for 5 pictures to edit and like. Yeah. That's not something that I enjoy at all.
I don't like when people ask me, do you do Photoshop?
Yeah.
I just say no.
No, yeah. And that's like, I'll tell them, like, I can, like, touch up little, you know, like, because you can use the clone tool and stuff in, like, Lightroom. So, like, I can do that kind of stuff. But, like, I don't want to mess around with, like, swapping this and this and that. Like, it's just not. That's, I don't know, to me, like, I want to shoot what's there.
Yeah.
Like, I want you to feel what's there in the picture.
I like yours is, like, warmer.
Yeah.
And you have like that perfect balance of warmth in your photos, I think.
I feel like it took me a long time to get there. Like if you would like see like my first starting out work, you'd be like, oh my god. But I think I've like invested in some like online like editing mentorships, just like other photographers, and they'll go over like things that they've learned throughout the years with editing, and that was super helpful for me because I feel like there's so much in Lightroom that you can do, and like I don't even know like half of it. I feel like, you know what I mean? Like I think you can constantly, but I want to like make sure I'm like walking that fine line of like nice pictures, but not like overly edited pictures. So.
That's where I am. Yeah, for real. I almost invested in online mentorship, and then I hesitated.
I do the same thing.
But now I'm thinking I want to do it this summer.
Yeah.
So that I can get these weddings down.
I feel like you definitely won't regret it. Like for me, like I don't like to spend like a lot, you know, like a lot of money up front, and I was like nervous. I'm like, well, like, am I really going to learn something from this? But it was definitely worth it to me, like to find somebody that really like inspires you, and then just be like, you just learn like that it's so chill, like it's a very like chill thing. So I recommend doing it. No regrets on my part on doing it.
Yeah, I really should. I've been getting more into video. Do you plan on getting into video?
I love the idea of it, but I don't know anything about it. It's not even something that I've messed with before. So, but like your stuff that I saw is like great. Like I love your like your video for Empower the Salon.
Oh yeah.
That was a cool one. Yeah. Like I wouldn't even know where to start with that.
I didn't either. I started with sports.
Oh really?
I started making videos for like the wrestling team.
Yeah. No, it's great. So like the software you use for that, or do you edit? Premiere. Okay.
It's in Adobe too.
Okay.
What kind of camera do you
have? Canon Mark IV.
Oh, the same one as me.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Do you love it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now everybody's getting the mirrorless cameras.
I want that one because this sucks for video.
Does it?
I feel like the autofocus sucks. Maybe you can teach me something, but
I mean, I can try. I don't know everything though.
The autofocus when you look through the viewfinder is only in the center.
Well, I don't know for video, can you shoot in live mode for video?
Yeah, no, I meant for photography.
For photography, yeah. Do you shoot live mode at all?
Yeah.
That's like how I shoot everything.
Really?
And I feel like I just like am constantly like touching the screen. Yeah. But I did just see a photographer that I follow on Instagram. She just got the R6, the Canon R6, and she had this like video up of how crazy the autofocus is. Like she had her like kid dancing around, and like it just followed him the whole time. I was like,
that's why I wanted it, because this autofocus sucks.
Yeah,
for video especially.
I don't do video, so I don't. Yeah. But I get where you're going with that, because I've like, especially when somebody's like moving, it's hard to be like, because you want to capture that like movement in pictures.
Because like in sports, I want to get it, but the autofocus, like if I can control it, the autofocus is fine.
Right.
Like right now, it's on manual and it has a focus. But
yeah.
If it was on autofocus, it would be like continuously
all over the place.
It'll be looking for Ed Sheeran.
Yeah. No, definitely. The R6 does look pretty sweet.
Do you listen to music?
Yes, music.
Ed Sheeran?
I love music. I'm like a broad. I like Ed Sheeran, but my music ranges like all over the place. If you would see like my Apple Music, you'd be like, "What is going on here?"
If you put your phone on shuffle, what song do you think would pop up?
Probably like I'm really into like Tyler Childers. That's like kind of country music, but not like mainstream country.
Okay.
But then I also like the Avett Brothers, and I like old music too. So it was just
into
crazy.
The old stuff. I'm super new school.
New school, yeah.
Yeah,
like
with like everything with movies, music.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. I'm into the new school, just into the future.
Right. Yeah.
What are your kids into? What are kids into nowadays? What's the new thing? Do you know?
No, like my kids are still pretty little, so it's
How
like
old are they?
5 and 7. So yeah,
okay.
so they're not like into. They like our kind of music, like what my husband and I listen to. But
you have a girl and a boy.
Yep. Yeah.
And your boy isn't wrestling yet?
Not yet.
Yeah, he's going to.
Yeah, my husband, like, he's like, I don't want to push him too hard because he's like, then he'll just end up hating it.
Yeah.
So Lawson, that's my little boy's name. He's 5, and this year he got his like first pair of like wrestling shoes. Yes. They're the cutest little things, and I feel like it sucks with COVID this year because nothing's like normal. So hopefully next year he'll get involved in like the JO thing for Red Bank. So.
Oh, it's the best sport in the world. Your son's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
What does your daughter play?
She does tumbling, like competitive, like cheerleading. Mm-hmm. She just started that last year and she loves it. So that's totally new to me because I knew nothing about cheerleading.
Those girls are so athletic, or like the gymnasts especially.
Yeah, like it's crazy, and she's 7, so whenever she started tumbling, she could do like not a cartwheel, like, just flip around.
Yeah.
And now she can like do a back handspring, and I'm like, what? Like,
is that scary looking at her doing that?
It is crazy, like, but she's just so confident in it and like has got it that I'm like, you're awesome.
I probably can't even do a cartwheel.
Yeah, no, I did impress her because I could still do a cartwheel. She was like, no, you can't. I was like, I can.
I'm actually gonna get into yoga in Franklin. Are you near Franklin?
No, so I'm still like towards New Bethlehem.
Like, I don't know there. I'm from Baltimore.
Oh, you're from Baltimore. Yeah. So New Bethlehem is like south of Clarion, I guess. I think. I don't know. I'm not good with my sense of directions, but it's closer to like Katanning area.
Okay.
And Franklin's more north. So.
New Bethlehem, wait, that's like that little town where you keep going that way, right?
Yeah, so if you're like, say you're going to go to Pittsburgh, if you don't, I guess you could get on 80 and then go 79, but like if you
I always go through that to get to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, so yep.
That's so small.
It's so small. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I took my car there once and I went to get food and I couldn't find somewhere.
Oh, really?
There was one place. Went in there and they only took cash.
Yes.
I had to leave.
Yeah. That's what sucks. Like the food, there's good restaurants there, but a lot of them do. It's just like cash. And it's
they're all, even here, they're like super old school.
Yeah, definitely.
Michelle's finally got like a debit card.
Did they?
Yeah.
So you grew up in Baltimore. So what brought you to Clarion?
I wanted to leave Baltimore.
And
I didn't have many options because my GPA kind of sucked.
Okay.
So then I was like, I just typed it into the search, like all my GPAs and stuff, and Clarion popped up.
Oh, cool.
And they accepted me.
And here you are.
And here I am.
Do you want to stay here?
Yeah, for now.
Yeah.
I don't see myself leaving anytime soon.
I think people are like, oh, small town, but like I feel like small towns definitely have their advantages.
Everyone's so nice.
Yeah, like the only way I would ever leave if I could like pick my family up with me and go south. Like it's not even like Texas. I want to leave a small town. It's like I want to be somewhere warm.
I'd go to Texas.
Texas? I've never been there before.
If I got a job in Texas, I would go tomorrow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Have you been to Texas?
No. I've heard so many good things. It's like I want to go there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you traveled a lot or?
Not really. I mean, we go to like the beach for vacation, and my sister recently moved to Tennessee, so we went there last summer. But other than that, I haven't been to any like cool places. We were supposed to go to Hawaii, and then COVID.
Yeah.
So,
oh my God.
Yeah.
They're surfing in Hawaii.
I would probably suck at that.
Did you try surfing?
I mean, I'd give it a shot, but.
I hear too much about sharks.
Yeah, sharks would make me nervous.
Does the ocean scare you, or?
I love to get in the ocean, not like go far out into the ocean, but I like to be where like my feet are still touching.
Yeah, me too.
It does make me nervous though, like the aspect of like what could be in there.
Yeah, I don't know how to swim, so the ocean.
Oh, really?
Me.
Okay.
Yeah. I never learned.
Really?
Yeah. I blame my parents. I guess I could take lessons.
You could take lessons,
They should have taught me, but I'm just too lazy to.
I love water, so I would not like that, like not knowing how to swim.
Yeah, I had what an Ironman race is?
Yeah, like what is it, like triathlon?
Yeah. It's like a triathlon.
Yeah.
I had Kim Schaubenbauer, she's a professor.
I don't know.
She was a professional and I had her on here. She was talking about swimming.
Yeah.
She wants me to do swim workouts and yoga classes with her. But...
Are you going to do it? No.
I'm going to do the yoga.
The yoga,
not the swimming.
Yeah. Do you like working out? Like, do you work out anywhere or anything?
I lift FRL.
Okay.
I just like to lift.
Oh, yeah, I just saw that video that you did. That was awesome.
That was my favorite video.
That was great. Yeah, no, that was awesome.
That's my favorite one so far.
Yeah. I'm super, like, impressed because I just, like I said, I'm super intimidated by videography, so.
It is scary. Like, I invested in I have the stabilizer. I'll show you it later.
Okay.
I got that stabilizer to keep it still. It makes a huge difference. And the mic was an investment.
Everything.
And the dead cat on top.
Yeah.
It's like a cover for the people get to have a dead cat.
Dead cat.
That's what it's called.
Is it really?
Yeah, I'm like, why is it called that?
Oh, that's awful. Yeah, why couldn't they think of a different name?
Yeah, it just blocks the wind resistance.
Okay.
So if you're moving, because I think I want to vlog, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm gonna try vlogging with my new job. I work at the car dealership.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna try to teach people about cars with that camera.
I think that sounds really cool. Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't like my face being directly like I like this. This is okay, but when it's like I've tried it before, like this.
To be
Yeah, it's scary.
Right. No, I don't like to be like in front of the camera.
You don't plan on like vlogging or anything?
No, I don't think so.
No.
No, I know it's like people say like it like helps your career and everything so much, but I'm like, yeah, I prefer to be like behind the camera.
Just behind the scenes.
Yeah, behind the scenes.
Not even. Yeah, you don't talk on your Instagram at all.
No, I don't.
I know a lot of photographers are doing that.
I know, like the reels and like all that kind of stuff, and I watch those, so like I should like do it, but
I don't want to. Like that's why I started these podcasts, so I can always have someone. I hate being alone.
Right.
I think it's the aloneness that really gets me.
Well, then like you're just like talking into your phone. Like I don't know, like it just doesn't feel like.
Yeah, for real. So, photography. So, when you first started, what was your first camera?
Rebel, like a T3i Canon Rebel. Yeah.
You stuck with Canon the whole
I did, yeah.
You stayed loyal.
Yeah. Did you like switch back and forth at all between like Canon and Nikon?
I started out with a Nikon. A cheap, like a $400 Nikon.
Okay.
And I went to Sony.
Oh,
I got the A7 III.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I kind of wish I stayed with it. With the color science on the Canon is awesome.
Right.
And I got this one for pretty cheap, and so I kind of traded my Sony.
Okay.
And like made a profit off of it.
Oh, nice.
And now I want the mirrorless. I want to go back to mirrorless.
That's like I feel like everybody's like switching.
It's like the technology. It's like.
Yeah.
It's like the Tesla of cameras.
Right, like
everybody wants it now. At first, people were like, "Oh, they're losers." And
right. Now it's like the thing to have.
Now it's like legit because it has everything that this camera has. But it's faster.
If you get that one, can your lens? Do they make lens adapters for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think I would just trade the lenses.
Trade the lens. Yeah, like go straight.
Because I feel like the adapters. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like it'll mess up. I don't know. And I have the L series, so I can make kind of a profit off of those lenses.
Right. No, definitely. Yeah.
What lenses have you invested in?
I just have the 35, the 1.4.
That's all you use?
Yep, that's all I use.
That's impressive.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I want the 2470, but...
That's all I have the 135.
Okay.
Prime, but I don't really like it.
No.
I'll use it. It has its time and place. Like for weddings, for the first kiss, you kind of need that.
Right.
But I'd rather have the 70 to 200.
Yeah. Oh, really? That one's so big. I feel like it's so heavy.
Yeah, I know, but like you can zoom out. Like with sports, it's just a prime, so I have to move back. I have to move my body.
Yeah.
And I don't really want to do that.
I feel like that's why I like the prime lenses so much, is because you have to be like so aware.
Yeah.
But with sports, that's totally different ballgame. Like I don't shoot sports at all, so yeah.
Have you ever shot film?
No,
No?
I haven't. Have you?
It's hard. No, I borrowed this old dude's camera.
Yeah.
He had like a film camera, and I kind of tried it. The film's actually over there. I haven't got it developed yet.
Oh, really?
The people who develop it online like stopped because of COVID.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, because probably nowhere local does that, I'm sure.
Not around here.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I feel like once you like get like your gear, then you're like, oh, I'm set, and then it's like everything changes, and it's like, oh, I need that. Another few $1,000s.
Right. Yeah. Do you plan on investing any more into your camera or?
Yeah, I'm debating on the mirrorless, like getting a mirrorless, keeping my the body I have now, but like just to have another one. I had like before I got the Mark IV, I had the 6D, so like in between, and it was like a good camera, but I just love the like touch screen on the Mark IV and like shooting in live mode, like that made a huge difference for me. I feel like because you're just like aware of so much more type thing, but. Yeah, I feel like I'm always wanting to buy new camera stuff.
Yeah, I want the mirrorless because of video. Video is starting to get more fun than photography to me.
Yeah.
But I still have so much to improve in photography, which is crazy.
I feel like, I don't know, I feel like if you felt like you were like at the top of your game, you know what I mean? Like I feel like I still need to improve. So I feel like that's a good thing to always like want to be improving and not be like, oh, I made it. Like, I'm here. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, oh, I'm the best there is. Like,
I definitely
yeah, like, no, I don't feel that way about myself either, but I feel like that's a good thing. Like, you want that. You need to have some sort of, like, fire under you to be like, okay, I can improve this or that. And, like...
And video made me feel like I started over again. That's what I like.
Like, learning something new.
Yeah. Even now, I'm just still learning and creating. I haven't made a video in a while. I want to go out and make videos for fun, like in the woods.
Yeah, I think that would be so cool. I definitely, like, I even said, my sister-in-law comes with me, like, to be a second shooter for wedding days and stuff, just to, like, help. And there was a videographer at the one wedding that we did, and I was like, honestly, I think, like, if I had to pick between investing in a photographer and a videographer for the wedding, I think I'd go with the videographer. And I'm a photographer.
Really?
Yeah, like, I just think that I love pictures, obviously, like that's what I do, but like for a wedding day, I think the aspect of having like that video, like for the whole day, you know what I mean? Like I like I don't know what, like, are you gonna make like you know how some videographers do the, like, like you get the whole day, but then you also get like that condensed like 5-minute thing of like the highlights of the day. Like I think I love that because I think it just like shows all the like fun, but like it's just like short and sweet and like
I definitely will for my wedding one day, but I think photographers are more important.
You think so?
I think photos last longer.
That is true.
I don't know.
And like you can like print them out and put them on your wall and like have them. Yeah. No.
I don't know. Your wedding, what did you invest in?
Like I was super young when I got married, so I just had a photographer and like she did a great job, but I feel like wedding photography has like grown too. You know what I mean? Like when I got married, I feel like it was like it was like, oh, like I like it. What age
did you marry?
I was 20 when I got married.
20?
Yeah, so I was
been married
super
7 years.
Young. Yep. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where did you meet him?
Just like around the area. Like we both went to Red Bank. He's a little bit older than I am, but then just his sister and I were actually really good friends, and then like met that way. So yeah.
Hold on, Alright, we're back. So, you met him through his sister?
Yes, yeah.
She, like, hooked you guys up? Or?
Well, I mean, she probably, no, like, she was like, no, stay away from my brother. You know what I mean? Like, not because, but she was just like, you don't want to get involved with my brother type thing, and then the rest is history.
You have 2 kids. Do you want more kids?
Yeah. No, I mean, I think a part of me is always going to be like, oh, like I want another kid, but I'm super content with my life right now and like just trying to like embrace the moments that we're in, like instead of being like, oh, like our kids are growing up and like we don't have babies anymore. I'm just kind of being like, oh, but like look at all this cool things they're doing and like we get to experience all this stuff with them.
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing. So like that's my goal, is just to like be in the moment and like experiencing life now and not like living in like the past and being like, oh, like I miss that, you know what I mean? Like, which is hard to do, I think, for like anything.
It's so important.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to not think about the past ever, but you sometimes just catch yourself thinking about it.
Yeah, definitely.
Like you see some like memory on Facebook, and then you just start thinking
right?
about the past.
Yeah.
That happened to me Sunday.
Oh, really?
I just started looking into my Facebook memories.
Yeah.
And who I used to
right?
be. And like, I don't know.
I know, and like sometimes I think it's really sad, and then other times it's like, but look how far you've grown. You know what I mean? Like for myself, I'm like, oh, but and then like I think like, oh, I should have done things differently, but it's like, but I'm where I'm at, where I'm supposed to be, type thing. Not to sound like corny, like I'm where I'm supposed to be.
No,
but,
you're right. Yeah.
But yeah, no.
So you're content right now with you're in photography full time?
Yeah, I mean that's what I do. So
and mom.
and mom, So like my little guy's still in preschool, so next year he'll go to kindergarten, and that's what like I'm always like talking, like my husband and I, like my plan is to do photography. Like I don't want to have like a 9-to-5 job type thing. So like I'm hoping to like do photography, like that be my job sort of thing. So which I've definitely like grown. It's become more like of a job, but I think it's just like it sucks because you can't just like count on it. You know what I mean? Like you have to like sometimes people want pictures and sometimes they don't.
You just have to be consistent, I feel like. I want to work for myself one day.
Right? Yeah.
Just like, you know, you kind of make your own hours.
Right.
You know? I don't know.
No, I love, that's one of my favorite things is being able to like do what I want. Like.
Yeah. Then like you won't miss like your kids' sporting events.
Yes.
And, like it's just awesome.
Yeah. No, I'm super lucky, but I mean, part of me being able to do it too is like my husband works full time, so it's like you know, if I was like single and like trying to do it on myself, I definitely have to work another job. But like, I'm lucky enough to like have him support me what I do type thing.
The support system is like one of the most important things.
Yeah, and he's always been super supportive, and like I said, I have a large family, and they've always been nothing but supportive. So. Good.
What was your mom's reaction when you had your first baby?
I mean, I was super young, so she was like, I was like terrified to tell her, but I mean, I think we both cried, you know, kind of thing. But then after you get over that like initial shock, it's like just excitement, and I mean, obviously I wouldn't change it for the world.
Right.
So
It's exciting. I love kids.
Yeah, they're great. They're so fun. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Some days I'm like want to pull my hair out, but like they're so fun, and just like to watch them like turn into like little people, you know, like when they're babies, it's like so fun to just watch them grow. Like my daughter's in first grade, so she's like just becoming her own person type thing. So it's like just it's exciting to think of like who she's gonna be as a person. So
do you see yourself in your daughter? Like
I think sometimes yes, and other times no. Like I see a lot of my sister in her, like she acts a lot like my sister, but then in other ways I can definitely see myself.
Like in what ways?
My sister is super like, which I'm a nervous person too, but my sister's very like nervous in new situations, and that's how my daughter gets. Like she couldn't come in here and just like talk to anybody. You know what I mean? Like it takes her a while to warm up to people, so that's something that I hope that as she gets older she kind of grows out of, because I think it pays off to be able to like talk to anybody and like have that kind of skill, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on now with these podcasts.
Yeah, no.
I was like, I kind of suck at talking.
I think you do good.
Well, I've gotten better. Like podcasts have made me so much better.
Yeah.
And like now I want to talk to people.
Right. No, like when you first reached out, I was like so nervous, like instantly, like sick to the stomach. I was like, no, but I have to do it. Like I gotta push myself out of my comfort zone.
I was like, like this is the best way to make friends, just talking to people.
Definitely.
I need more photographer friends.
Yes. It's hard to like make photographer friends.
Yeah, because we were talking, like I have like none.
Me either. And I feel like sometimes people, like if you reach out to them to be friends, they're like think that you just want to like steal their stuff, you know, like steal their clients or whatever. And it's like, no, like I genuinely want like a group of people that are like the same stuff
just
that
go,
I do.
I have friends like Leo, like my buddy Leo. We used to go out and shoot together.
Yeah.
He's in school in Erie.
Okay.
So like, I just want people who want to go out and just shoot for fun.
No, that's what I want to, like, just to like create. And I feel like you can like create so much better when somebody else has like that creative energy too, to be like, it's like let's try this or try that. And it's like, oh, I never would have thought of that.
It's stress free, and like I've never like sat down and like edited with another photographer.
No, me either.
And,
so like I definitely want to do that. I think we should do it for sure.
Let's do it.
Yeah, like when it gets warm out, because
Yeah.
I hate the cold.
When it started snowing, I was like, why?
I know. I was driving here and there was snow on the ground. I was like, what is this?
I hate it with a passion.
I agree. Not a fan. My husband says I'm miserable in the winter because I just like...
I don't want to be outside.
No.
And I hate it more every year.
Yeah, and that's like, I see like pretty like snow pictures, but then I'm like, no, because I feel like I would just be like rushing and being like, I don't want to do this. Like, everybody's cold.
I did one snowshoot this year.
Did you?
And it was just for fun.
Yeah.
It wasn't even like a paid one.
Right.
And it was just rushed and we just ran through it and then it was just horrible.
I did one and it was like a family session, but it was like adult children, so it was like easy going and like not like... It was just it was good. It got me like my kick for like snow and was like, okay, this was pretty, but I don't want to deal with it anymore. So.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah. I just like the summertime. You just go out and you take your time. You can wear short sleeves outside.
Yeah, and like just like go to different places and like try different things. Yeah, no, I agree completely.
I have to find new locations around here. I know there's so many more.
Yeah. You don't ever come to New Bethlehem area to shoot?
I never have.
Yeah.
I'd like to.
You'll have to come down that way. There's like, I mean, there's not a lot, but there's like some cool places that I like personally. Like I like different, like I like being by the water and like, I don't know, not just like the same thing over and over again.
There's this place near, what's it called? Titusville or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
There's, you know those trees that are like in straight lines?
Yeah.
They have that there.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I've never been there.
One of my coworkers was showing me pictures of his kids in there. And it looks
cool.
so awesome.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I'm going to check that out in the summer if you want to come.
Yeah, definitely.
Make some videos there. It would be awesome.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
And then Cook's Forest. Have you been there?
I have, yeah. I feel like I don't know it well enough to be like, to know, you know, like I mean, like to know a good spot. Like, I mean, it's beautiful, but then it's like you have to know where to be at the right time for like light and stuff like that.
There's like this waterfall there too.
Oh, really?
Like a really cool one. You can get cool pictures in front of. I haven't been there.
Yeah. Is it like a hike back into it? Yeah. That's the other thing. It's like you want people to be like all dressed nice. It's like be prepared to hike a mile.
Yeah. That's the part that sucks.
Yeah, definitely.
What other photographers do you know around here?
Not a lot. I mean, like, I follow a lot of photographers, like, around the area. But, like, specifically, like, Clarion, New Bethlehem, I don't really know any. We did family pictures this summer with a photographer from Butler. Do you know where Butler is? From Butler, and she was super nice. I really love her work. And then there's a lady from Punxsutawney who does a really nice job.
What's her name?
Vanessa Huey. She does really nice work, and she's super friendly, so nice. And then the lady from Butler was super nice. But other than that, like, I don't really know a lot of. And I also did. I actually did a. Have you ever heard of Jenny Bickle? She does like family photography and newborn stuff. I actually did a thing with her this summer. She taught me some newborn photography stuff, and she was really kind and really nice too. So, but other than that, I don't have anybody to be like, hey, do you want to go like take pictures?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I had like 2 photographers on my podcast last week.
Oh, really?
Like I know them, they're my friends. We might start shooting more.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Well, include me.
No, I got you. I'll say Bailey Brothers wants to come.
They'll be like, who?
They probably know you.
I doubt it.
You're pretty famous around here.
No, I feel like not at all.
I'll start sharing. That's why I gotta start sharing your stuff more.
No, you did pictures of 2 of my cousins.
Who's that?
Kennedy Heater.
Yeah.
She's my cousin, and then McKenna Shirey. She has 2 little boys. Yeah. So.
I felt like I was like, I don't have any, like a mom and her children in my portfolio. So I just
and she's like stunning. So it's I
was like, who's easy? I was like, wait, I know McKenna kind of. And I just like messaged her and she was like, sure.
Yeah, no, it's super sweet. Those pictures were so cute because her kids are so cute.
Her kids are awesome.
Yeah, but no, anytime you want to do like family photography, like shoot together, we can like do a model call.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Your kids could model for us.
They could. I mean, they're not very well behaved. But
that's okay.
They'd probably be better for you than me.
Really?
Like for me, they're just like sick of the camera being in their face, so it's like I don't want to do this. Or they get those like cheesy smiles, and I'm like, don't look at the camera. But
No, yeah, we're definitely gonna shoot whenever it is.
Whenever the weather.
Well, later in the week it's supposed to be nice.
Yeah, not snow and wind.
Not just shade.
Yeah.
What's in the future for Bailey Brothers Photography?
I think just like grow more as a photographer, and like I would love to, like I said, do elopements and that kind of stuff. So just more of that, and like just be more established in the community, I guess, like New Bethlehem, Clarion area, like that kind of thing. Like I would love to work with like businesses in that sort of way, but that's
doing that.
Yeah, like I feel like that's so like fun to just work with. Like we had said, like there's so many like young people in the area that are doing like such big things that it's like I love being like supportive of them to, you know what I mean? Like any way that I can like support them and be like, you're doing awesome, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that's my plans for the future. Just see what happens, and that's about it.
Do you want to spread your business to Pittsburgh?
I don't know, because I like being close to home. I'm a homebody, so I'm like, if me going to Pittsburgh means like at least 2.5 hours of travel time, and that's 2.5 hours away from like my family.
Right.
So not, I mean, like I like to have time to myself, but then it's like, well, if I can shoot in Clarion or like New Bethlehem or, you know, those surrounding areas, then I'm like a half hour of travel time, and then, you know, an hour and a half of shooting, and then it's like, okay, then I'm back home, where like if I'm going to Pittsburgh, like definitely have more opportunity there, but then I guess you just have to pick and choose like what you're willing to. I think that's the hardest thing with like having your own business, is like finding that nice balance between like I want to be busy, but I also want to like enjoy my life type thing. That's my biggest struggle anyways.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
Where can people find you at?
Facebook at Bailey Brothers Photography, and Instagram Bailey Brothers Photography.
All right. Bailey Brothers.
Yeah.
Thanks for being on.
Yeah, thank you.
It was fun.
It was.